Hi everyone, I'm Margie O'Brien with Capital TV. We have a very special Capital Spotlight for you, and it involves these young ladies behind me. This is Warwick North softball superstars. Thanks for being here. I'm really anxious to find out how it all began. So we know that you ended up in the Little League World Series out in Oregon, but it started right here in Rhode Island. Tell me what it was like when you guys first started the season.
We definitely had a lot of growing to do as a team and a lot of hard work to come, and we already knew our goals, so we were pushing really hard. And in the beginning, it was pretty simple, and then as we gradually grew to states, then it got a little bit more hard.
So all your opponents in Rhode Island are saying, geez, we were simple? So regionals were a little bit harder?
Yeah, it was definitely good competition, and we knew what to expect because with travel ball and everything going around, there was also good competition, but it was also a lot harder, and the pitching was faster than states and districts, and it was a lot to growing that we had to do there also on the practice field before the games.
And I imagine you really grew as a team. You probably started off a little getting to know each other, but then got in sync with one another?
Yeah, as we gradually went on with the season, we got more attached with each other. I think Bristol mostly brought us all together because we were in a dorm for a week together with no parents, just two supervisors, and we used to just hang out together and all this stuff.
So you grew as teammates, as friends?
And then I think we're more than friends now. We're more like a family.
So we've moved on from regionals. Now we're flying across country to Oregon. And what was it like when you first got there? What was it like meeting some of the other teams?
It was really cool because we kind of just talked with them, and then we'd meet them out in the field at the beginning. So before all this started, we got to bond with all the other teams.
And these are teams from all over the world?
Yeah, there was how many teams? How many teams?
10.
10 teams. We didn't meet all of them, but we talked to a lot of them.
And what was that like?
It was cool to talk to all of them, but some of them you couldn't really understand.
So there was a little bit of a culture difference, true. So you're going to always remember this experience. What are some of the memories that you can share with us? What was it like? What's one thing that we don't know that you guys did when you were out there? Moving on.
One of the most memorable things was probably, oh my gosh. Yeah,
playing games and just hanging out in the catchphrase games that we played. That was fun. We just played a lot of games and hung out.
What was it like playing for your dad?
It was very fun because we got to share the moment together, and I know.
That's cute. So earlier I heard someone say you wouldn't change a thing. Even though you were the runners-up in the World Series, you would never change it. Just such a great experience for you?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't change anything because these girls are my best friends, and spending weeks and weeks with them was a blast, on the field and off the field.
That's great. And I also heard that you had a great homecoming. What was it like when you guys came back and the whole city of Warwick welcomed you?
Everyone was there. They welcomed us back, and we had this big celebration, and it was a blast. We all had fun. The news was there recording us, and
So we're looking forward to this season, yes?
Yeah.
Yes, and you guys probably have another goal in mind. What would that be?
Juniors World Series, hopefully we can make it there.
We have our fingers crossed for you, Warwick North. Thank you, girls, very much for being here. You did a great job, and congratulations. That was another Capital Spotlight. I'm Margie O'Brien, Capital TV.